The Sierra Nevada mountains form a ceaseless wall, splitting California in two. Its western face full of breathtaking waterfalls and towering forests, while its eastern shadow is an expanse of sagebrush and granite peaks. What many would call a desert, we call a place of unlimited possibilities, with every dirt road leading to someplace breathtaking. This adventure starts in Bishop, California, where the highway ends, beginning a 130-mile off-road journey as we traverse 3 mountain peaks and over 42,000 feet of total elevation gain as we climb towards Kavanaugh Ridge, one of the most highest drivable locations in the state. This is our journey to the edge of the Sierras. In this trip, we have 3 vehicles: Juan's 2020 4Runner, Zach's 2005 Sequoia, and my 2010 Tacoma. Overall, the trails we'll be taking max out at moderate difficulty, so if you have any decent rig with ground clearance and 4x4, you'll be just fine on these trails. Day 1 begins from Bishop, California, as we travel north on Highway 6 for about 19 miles before exiting on Chidago Canyon Road, passing by petroglyphs and through slot canyons on the way to an abandoned gold mine. After a quick break exploring the mine, we headed back down the mountain peak, traveling another 10 miles to our first campsite. If there's one thing I could say I love most about my drone, it's scouting out trails, especially on these long forgotten mining roads where it could be completely washed out just around the turn. Aside from some boulders, this trail seemed just fine, leading us to another abandoned mine, perfect for a campsite with a sunset view. Sup, Zach? Yes. We were stoked for day 2. Just over 50 miles of never-before-seen trails, crisscrossing to the other side of Glass Mountain on our way to the next remote campsite. Coming across some very dedicated cattle dogs not long into the trek.
Zach, are you barking at them? They're all going for you. Oh no, we're the next victim now.
As we gained elevation, the views just kept getting better, giving us great views of Long Valley and Mammoth Mountain in the distance.
Just ate it.
What I liked most about this trail is how the terrain just kept changing, constantly evolving between scenic vistas, thick aspen groves, volcanic canyons, and sloping meadows. After around 10 hours of off-roading, exploring, and hunkering down through a monsoon, we were greeted to a pretty unique sunset as the cloud cover broke apart. Cue the drone shots and music. Day 3 had finally arrived. With our final destination off in the distance, we set out for another 50 miles of trails. At this point in the trip, our remote camping was over with, so after securing a real campground in Tioga Pass, we opted for a change in pace with a hike in Tuolumne Meadows. Once that wrapped up, we jumped back on Highway 395 for a few miles before starting our last stretch of off-roading, just north of Mono Lake, looping through another abandoned mining district before taking the final trail to the edge of the Sierras known as Kavanaugh Ridge. Juan hit the gas and now has half the trail on his car. If you're in a new car, this area might not be for you because pinstriping is required between these aspen groves. In my opinion though, it may be worth it because between each grove lies either an amazing view or forgotten history. Overall, it's an area I don't feel like many people have explored. At last, we finally reached Kavanaugh Ridge Trail, a combination of extremely steep inclines and just enough rocks to keep your eyes glued to the trail. Within just 3 miles, you ascend over 2,000 feet, with an alpine lake being just over the halfway point. From here, the terrain continues to become rockier, as both the trail and trees fade away, leaving you to roughly guide your own path before reaching the ridge, which is just a huge drop-off, by the way. This is it, the edge of the Sierras, the furthest most point a vehicle can drive into the Hoover Wilderness, and one of the highest drivable locations in the state at over 11,000 feet. Below us lies countless alpine lakes, only accessible on foot. While I wish I could have used the drone here, the wind was just absolutely insane. I attempted to bundle up for some tripod shots, but those also failed spectacularly. Please ignore the outfit. That's the end of our adventures for this video. From here, we descended back down the camp, where I put the cameras away for the rest of the trip. I never actually planned on this adventure becoming a full-on YouTube video, so thank you all for watching. My name is Jake with Pacific Roamer, and I'll see you on the trails.